Hello, my name is David Attenborough, and today we will be talking about life evolution and the universe.
Why are we here? How are we here?
Well, first you need stuff.
What kind of stuff?
This kind of stuff.
Ah, what are those?
Those are subatomic particles called protons. This one is a type of particle with a positive charge. Protons are bound together in an atom's nucleus as a result of the strong nuclear force. Neutron is the type of subatomic particle with no charge. As the universe cooled, conditions became just right to give rise to the building blocks of matter, the quarks and electrons of which we are all made. A few millionths of a second later, the quarks aggregated to produce neutrons and protons. Within minutes, these protons and neutrons combined into nuclei.
I thought there was a third thing.
You are correct. Electrons are another type of subatomic particle. It is a negative charge. The universe continued to expand and cool. Things happened more slowly. It took 380,000 years for electrons to be trapped in orbits around nuclei, forming the first atoms. These atoms were mainly helium and hydrogen, which are still by far the most abundant elements in the universe.
Okay, sure, universe man. But I still don't get it. How were all that stuff? How did these atoms get so organized to make the building blocks of life, namely nucleic acids, carbohydrates, lipids, and proteins?
Whoa, slow down. Unfortunately, the question you were asking is the topic of debate. But fortunately, we have some pretty cool ideas. We can talk about a few things that we owe to life forming on Earth. So for one, we have plate tectonics. Let's zoom down to Earth. Here we are!
Oh, I know this. You mean our crust moving over the liquid mantle?
No! Earth has a liquid outer layer known as the lithosphere, which is typically about 100 kilometers thick. Overlies a layer called the asthenosphere. The lithosphere is broken up into large plates. These plates move relative to each other and interact along their boundaries, where they converge, diverge, or slip past one another. The driving force behind plate tectonics is convection in the mantle. Hot material in the Earth's core rises, and colder mantle rocks sink.
Sweet, what was the helping life part?
I was getting there. Back to me. Essentially, the rapid cooling within the Earth's mantle through plate tectonics allowed water to be in its liquid state on Earth's surface. Plate tectonics keep Earth's climate stable and habitable.
This still seems weird. Wait, I don't know what I'm looking at until I see it in person.
Okay, take my hand.
Let's go! Say, look at all the animals.
Hey
Where
guys.
did you come from?
She's been here all along.
Young man, I heard you wanted to learn about the origin of life.
That's correct.
Well, the rubric doesn't let us do that. So that's why we're going to talk about part of the origin of life. Hydrothermal vents.
Okay, why hydrothermal vents probably important to the origins of life? So far, I know that we were made of atoms, that we were formed after the Big Bang, and the Earth has a habitable climate thanks to plate tectonics keeping those elements in steady state, this equilibrium.
What a great summary.
Still, I need another piece. I know I'm made up of a lot of chemicals, but how?
Well, science's favorite explanation for the origin of life has been the primordial soup. This is the idea that life began in a warm pond thanks to chemical reactions and ultraviolet light on Earth's surface.
But what about getting energy? I thought the soup could not drive the energetics of life.
Right? Is that right?
Right. More recent research suggests that life started deep down in the ocean within warm, rocky structures called hydrothermal vents. These are porous structures produced by chemical reactions between solid rock and water. Alkaline fluids from the Earth's crust flow up the vent towards the more acidic ocean water, creating natural proton concentration differences remarkably similar to those powering all living cells.
Okay, so these vents are important because they explain how living cells evolved the ability to obtain energy in a way that just wouldn't have been possible in the primordial soup.
Right. Now they would be eating hot chemical soup served fresh at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm made of a bunch of chemicals that were created a long time ago because of plate tectonics on Earth. Time was just right to allow for or stable chemicals, and then deep in the ocean, the chemicals got organized enough to live near hydrothermal vents.
Yep.
Isn't life great?
Thanks
for learning with us.